Hello and welcome back to this lesson. It's great having you around again. So, after we finished our last project where we created a sign-up page, right? So I want us to do something more bigger than this. As you reach the stage of the course, you need to lay hands on other little complex stuff, right, to make your understanding more strong and broader. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a movie block app. Okay, so you can just call it my movie journal. You can call it whatever you want to call it, my first app, but we are going to build a movie block app. Okay, so the movie blog app where users can view movie articles, read reviews, and explore movie highlights, all created with Flutterflow free features. Okay, if you're using a pro plan, that's still very good to go. So key features include, we will have to build a homepage first for that movie blog app, so we will have to change everything here. Okay, so now let's get started by inserting a page to start with. So we insert a blank page. Okay, actually we didn't have that was a home page we used to create the sign up page, so we need to create a sign up page first so that we can copy that, can change it. Okay, create. So put it inside of this. I will just I'll just cut the whole of this, then come to this other page. Okay, and paste. Delete this. Keyboard failed to allow keyboard access to enable pasting from UI. Okay, Ctrl Z. Okay. Notwithstanding, we can still just change this one. Not to waste our time. Sign up to sign up page, and this other one to home page. Okay, to the home. All right. So we'll start first by inserting an app bar. We are going to have our title. Okay, and some other elements. So this is it. Let's wrap this in a column first, then let me wrap this in a row, again. Okay, so first I put it inside a column, then I wrap the text inside the row. Text is under the row is inside the column, and the column is inside the app bar. Okay, so I can add more elements or widgets. That's why I brought in the column. Okay, so my other elements will basically be going vertical, because I need to add another row. Sorry, add another row below. Oh, it's supposed not to be. It's supposed to be inside this one. Okay, and this one is supposed to be up. All right. We need to increase this app bar. I need to increase it. I think this is where we can do that. Let me see. 150. Okay. Yes. 150 is much. Let's say 100. 100. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so let's put our title here. What would we love to call this? Movie blog, let's say. My movie journal. Okay. Movie world. Just say movie gist. Yes, let's just say movie gist. Okay, movie gist. Alright. So I didn't tell you one thing. I didn't tell you I also love movies. Okay, I love watching movies. So just find it interesting designing this, so we could just see how it goes. Movies, and then here we need to insert something, a container, and let's move this container around it. That's 100, let's say 40. Not even 40. Let's see how we put. Should be 40, and width, it should be 100. Okay, let's add a padding to this. Let's add a pattern below it. Alright, so this one, let me see. Okay, that brought an error. I wanted to set the width to infinite. Okay, let me just say 100%. Let me just use percent, and inside of it we can insert, no, okay, let me use a row text. This is where we can set the radius of that container. No, 20. Oh my god, no, this is not working. Let's try it this other way. Okay, 50. Let's delete this out. I wonder why this thing is not showing well. Let's see, what's the error? Okay, okay, so that was where the error was coming from actually. So let's increase it so we can see very well. Let's add a border radius, sorry, a border color, so we can use it alternate. Then remove this, then again change this. Let's say action. We want to create some category here so that users can choose a particular category they want to explore on the list that will be displayed below. That's what we are doing. So let me see how I can style this container better. Or let me give this a padding. On all sides, let me give it 10. That's too big. 8, 5, 3. In the container, you can make it I don't know why it should be able to size. Okay. That would of course an error. 60. Okay, I think 60 is better. Then we make it bold. Semi-bold. Okay. Then let's change this color. Maybe something dark. Okay. Maybe something like that. And this one. Okay. And something white. I haven't set the theme yet. But let's use something we can visualize. Okay. So this is actually nice. So we can duplicate. Cancel. Duplicate. Alright. We can say 10. Give it a padding of 10. And this is not going to be action any longer. It's going to be, maybe we can choose to put something else. Let's say okay, let's say love. So I center the text inside the row. So you see the text is in the middle now. Now you can still duplicate this again. I will change this to something else. Action, we can say okay, okay, we can say this. And we can still keep adding more of it. What else we can say? Okay. It's in Nigeria. Movies. Movies, yeah. So we need to expand this particular container. I want it to continue to resize according to the content in it, but since it's giving me some errors right now, so you have to increase it to 100 and see. okay, 110 Nigerian movies. Okay, and let's reduce this font, the font size. Let's reduce the font size for all. I should have done that before, even not 14, maybe 12, yes, and 12 and 12, and lastly you can still say 12. Okay, and still duplicate and say something else with K-dramas. K-drama. Okay. We won't let the container to be that big. We need to just reduce it. So 100 or 90. Since 90 is still big. 80. Okay, and that's fine. So we need to set this row that is housing everything here. We need to make it scrollable so that when you're previewing it or running it in test mode, you can, this is where you set it as allow scrolling and do not allow scrolling. So I've allowed the scrolling, you can see it. So this row is scrollable. Okay, scrollable. So movie gist, then we move. We can add something here again. Let's add another column, sorry, a container instead. Then we make it 40 to push it to the side. Okay, then inside the container we add an image. Let's just choose a rounded image at once so we don't get to style it all over again. I still say 40. Let's give the image some padding. So we give it 4, that much too. Okay, alright, that's fine, that's fine. So we have movie gist and we have the user's icon here, we have the category. So the next thing we are to do is to now design the feed page, the post page, where the listings of reviews, posts here. Let me, okay, alright, so let's add an element here, a container inside the parent column. Before I continue, I like wrapping this parent column inside a container like we did before. Okay, so the parent container, we set this to infinite and change this to infinite. So inside this other container we are going to insert what is called a list view. Now a list view helps you to display much items, yes, anything that comes out much that needs to be scrolled all over till, okay, you keep scrolling, you use the list view. So this is the list view. Okay, when you know that, because we are going to display endless content here. Okay, it keeps showing, it keeps scrolling till infinity, so you need to use a list view for that. All right, so that's why we insert a list view here. Let me give it a little padding. The container, let me say 10. Let me give the height to be 100%, cover the screen. Okay, so we are moving. Alright, having done that, we need to now impute design how the post needs to display inside its list view. Okay, so we come here, we click on this, and then I think we should insert a card. We're inserting a card. If we're inserting a card, okay, so this is the card. Inside this card now we can insert images, text, and every other content we want. So when the user creates a post, it displays as a card inside the list view, and it's scrollable. I click on this and I click on the card which I just inserted now, and then what are we adding first? Let's add a container for an image. Should I put it inside a container? Okay, you see, then an image. Okay, so we selected an image. Let's insert a text. Oh, what is this? Okay. I needed to insert I need to put a column first inside the card before I can insert a lot of content inside, like a lot of widgets. The card carries a parent, only one parent widget. So for that reason, I will need to now wrap this widget inside a column. Okay, so I haven't wrapped it inside a column now. I can now insert the text I wanted to insert. Okay, now it appears here. So we need to make this container to white to the end. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me add some color to this card. This is just white. Is it the color actually? Okay. Alright. So I can just see the card. At this point, you can just see the card. Let me add some padding here in the column we added. I want it to be all round. Say 10. Okay, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. So this text we are going to, okay, this is where text will display. Yes, so let's just copy random text. Let's say Lauren. I want to just fetch random text and fill in there to make our design good. Okay, so I get this, copy it, go back to the project, then I paste it here, the text widget. Let me copy that again. I don't know. I set ChatGPT as default, the default browser. I don't know why it's giving. Okay, this come up. You need to add some padding to separate it from the image. Okay, but the image shouldn't be that small. Let's increase it a bit to make the design look good. Okay, 200 here. Let's see, 200. Oh, okay, I think this is better. Let me see the actual size of the image. If okay, it was 200. Okay, but let's make this infinite. Right, this is fine. We are moving forward, we are getting things done. The power of no code. Okay, so you can just plan something this night and you start working on it, start putting your ideas to life. So what else can we add? To make it look more nice, we can just say, okay, let's add this, let's add a row. Okay, in the row, let's add icons. Icon. Shit, my battery is low. And